So we have this idea of, unlocking our mind and using our mind to create whatever it is that we want in this life. And a lot of times what happens is, growing up, we never knew that we could create the life that we want. We never knew that we can become whatever it is that we want, because essentially what had happened was we were given a curriculum, and this curriculum was like, okay, you're going to study this material here, which this material could be extremely outdated. This material here could have been the same books that they were showing people 40, 50, 60 years ago, but the economy has changed, the system has changed, technology has changed, times have changed. So, you got to be able to adapt to the times, become awake, become aware, become woke, as some people might say. So what I like to do on Marcel Mindset TV is bring guests on the show that, maybe they figured out their passions, right? And a lot of times some people, they can't figure out what their passion is, or they're confused, for whatever reason. I don't want to blame anyone or anything, or maybe they're just confused because they were taught that you follow this, and then you follow this path, and then this is where it leads to, as opposed to, let me think for myself. What do I actually love to do? What do I enjoy doing? What are some skills, some gifts that I've been given? Because we've all been given these gifts, these skills, these talents. And whatever it is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure what that is. And when I figure out what that is, I'm going to become the best at that. I'm going to master that. I'm going to do whatever it takes to become the best in that. So what happens is a lot of people get lost because they move away from themselves. They move away from the true gifts that they've been given. So you got to tap back in and really find out, what are the gifts that I've have, or what are the gifts that I've been given? And it's not going to be perfect, right? I always say to people, just start that journey. Just start by taking one step. And then once you take one step, you obviously have to take another step, and you keep taking steps. And then as you take steps, you figure out, this is working and this isn't working. But, if I'm trying to go from point A to point Z, but I don't take any steps, then I'm not going to get to Z. So the key, first off, is take that first step. And what happens is a lot of people don't want to take the first step because they're overthinking things. They're thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to create. I don't have this perfect video. I don't have this perfect camera. And there's no perfect in anything. Maybe you start with your iPhone. Maybe you start with a $200 camera. But, as you get better, and as maybe you get a deal, things start working out better for you. Maybe get some more money, you can invest in better equipment. But, don't not start because you don't have the right camera, you don't have the right equipment, you don't have the right tools. You got to start somewhere. Everybody started somewhere, and every single individual has a gift that, you can use or you can bring out to monetize. There's a need for the gift that you have. So just figuring out what that is. And the more, I go on this journey of discovering myself, the more I realize that, to really discover that, you have to spend time alone. You have to spend time with yourself, figuring out, who am I? What do I like? What do I enjoy? Because if you're always giving your time to other people, your job, your friends, your siblings, your parents, whatever, you're giving yourself to everything else, and you don't have time for yourself, how do you truly know who you are and what you were supposed to be doing? Find that quiet time, that quiet space where you could get to know yourself, where you get to develop, where you get to grow. I'm not saying I'm some perfect human being, but I will say that I'm on a path of becoming the best version of myself, and whatever that turns to is what that turns to, right? As long as I, every single day, commit to becoming better, then I will become better. And that could turn into me being a world-renowned speaker. That could be turned into me being a life coach. That could turn into me working with the Toronto Raptors, being a mental performance coach. That could turn into so many different things. But in order for me to really figure out what my path is, where I'm supposed to be, that requires me to actually do the work, on myself, figure out who I am, what makes me tick, what makes me trigger. As you can see, I'm putting flies away, putting bees away, because we are outside, we are by the water, just really enjoying the water, just enjoying the peace, because the water is where I found my peace. You know, calms my mind, good for my soul. So you got to find that place for you where you can be calm, you know, that puts you in that place of creativity, because I feel like a lot of times we've lost that creative side of ourselves, and we are creative beings. You know, what do you think created all these things that we have? It's the mind that created so much things that we see in our life today. So tap back into your mind, tap back into that creativity, you know, and discover things, create things. You know, it's a truly a blessing, even if you're in front of a camera speaking, you know, to express the words that are within you. But that requires you to develop and work on yourself. You know, so I really hope each individual, you know, enjoys my page. My page is all about personal development, growth, motivation, inspiration. I try to bring a lot of entrepreneurs on the show. I try to bring people that maybe they have jobs and they're doing extremely well in their field. You know, I try to bring a variety of guests. I try to make it as educational as possible, because to me, you know, the more knowledge, wisdom, and education we have, the further we'll end up in this life. You know, and everybody has something to teach you. Every single individual in this world has a lesson or has gone through something that could teach you something, right? So don't be afraid to be a student, but also be prepared to be a teacher, because you've gone through certain things that can help other people. So, you know, don't always keep quiet. Also, you know, come out of yourself and speak too, because there's things that you have inside that can help me, right? There's things that I've gone through that can help you. So I'm here to just help other people. You know, come along with me. See, I'm not perfect. I'm stumbling on my words. That's just to show you that, you know, you don't have to be perfect to start, you know, but you'll never be perfect if you don't start, or you'll never be that good if you don't start. So come along with me on this journey. Marcel Mindset TV. You know, this is a little series that I'm going to start. Just some thoughts, some inner thoughts that I've had and I want to express. I really hope that my channel really helps other people out there develop, grow, maybe find themselves, you know, maybe start something that they've been wanting to start, because they see other people on my channel doing that and seeing that that's all possible, that you could create whatever it is that you want. The person that told you couldn't do that, you know, don't listen to that person. You know, maybe they're telling you that because they didn't start something for themselves, or they didn't go after their visions and their dreams and their goals. So, you know, don't be afraid. You know, fear is always going to be there, but do it. Even if you have the fear, false evidence appear real, just do it with the fear. You know, just do it afraid. If you're scared, do it scared. But I'm not perfect, and I hope that, you know, you go on this journey, whatever it is that, you know, you wanna do, whatever it is. It could be anything. You know, it could be a terrible idea that you may think that people might think it's a terrible idea, but if you think it's right, then go for it. You know, because you don't want to turn 50, 60 and wake up and say, what if I did this? Where would I be today? What if? You don't want to live with that what if. You know, what if you tried something? What if you tried to recreate content? What if you tried to put yourself out there? What if you did put yourself out there and you blew up? What if you did put yourself out there and the whole world is watching you now? What if you did put yourself out there and you got a sponsorship? What if you did put yourself out there and you got a brand deal? So I don't understand what you're afraid of. What's the worst that can happen? Rejection? Oh, you're not that good? Well, you'll get better. Every time you post, you'll improve. You'll grow, you'll develop. You know, it's all part of the process, all part of the journey. This is my first episode shooting by myself. You know, I'm trying to do more of me, because I've been doing a lot of other people, interviewing people, trying to get to know, you know, what this person is doing, what that person is doing. It's all great, but there's been a request to get to know a little bit more about me. And I'm just a simple guy trying to become the best version of myself, the best man that I could be for the people that are in my life. You know, I'm trying to add value to every single individual. I want to see everybody succeed and achieve the things that they want from this life. You know, that's my ultimate goal, is to see success for everyone. I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see everybody happy. You know, it's for the taking. The world is yours. It's out there for you. You know, unlock your mind. Mindset is everything. That whole concept just came to me. You know, I didn't have to force it. The more I developed myself, the more I started listening to motivational speakers, inspirational speakers, you know, thought leaders, people who were open-minded, people who were creative. That just came to me. So I think as you go on that journey, certain things will just come to you. But if you don't start that journey, you know, nothing will come to you. But it's all about starting that journey And when you start that journey, certain things will come to you. You know, your understanding of certain things will make more sense. You know, everyone has a gift. Everyone has their own path. That's why I always say, never compare yourself to other people, because everybody has their own path. Everybody's supposed to be doing something different. You know, you might meet people that are on similar paths as you, but you're going to have a different message that you're going to deliver than them, because you've been on a different experience that they've been on. So there's so many good content creators out there. I support the content creation community, you know, because it takes a lot of heart, courage to stand in front of a camera, to express yourself, to think that you're going to make it, you know, because it's tough, right? Obviously it's tough. And as a content creator, you know, it's extremely tough to make it. It's super competitive. But the simple fact that you're going for it, you're doing it. I wouldn't even say trying it, because you're not even trying it. You're doing it. Means everything, you know. Look at yourself as a success for even attempting this journey and try to make something happen, not only for yourself, but for your future generations and your families, right? Let people laugh. Let people talk behind your back. Let people gossip about you. You know, it's just maybe sometimes they just didn't have the courage to do what you did. You know, you're being vulnerable by putting yourself in front of people in the world, in the camera. You know, maybe someone might laugh at my hairline, or someone might laugh because I stuttered. You know, maybe someone might laugh because whatever they might laugh at. You know, but I'm like, I don't care if you laugh. It's not a big deal to me, because at the end of the day, I'm doing what I'm passionate about. I'm doing things to help inspire other people. I'm doing things because this is my gift, this is my calling, and I'm gonna go for it. Because I don't think your gift and calling is gonna be easy. You know, I think a lot of times we think, oh, this is my gift or my calling, and it's just gonna be an easy walk. Sunshine, flowers, no, it's gonna be a struggle. You know, your calling is gonna be a struggle, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go after it, because, you know, you become better by that adversity, that challenge. You know, and that's what it takes. You gotta go through the adversity, the challenges for the growth. Because if I'm just in my comfort zone, you know, if I'm not going through the challenges, if I'm not going through the hard times, how am I ever gonna grow? That pain is the growth right there. All the pain I've been through, all the struggle, all the challenges, all the rejections, that's made me the man I am today. So don't be afraid to go through that. Don't avoid that. You want to embrace that, actually. You know, the pain, the struggle, the hard times. You know, it forces you to be resilient. It forces you to get knocked down and get back up, which makes you a better person, makes you more equipped for this life. You know, because this life will chew you up and spit you back out like minced meat. So, you know, I'm thankful for the people that are in my life. You know, I'm thankful for the people that are walking with me on this journey and believing in me. You know, but the first thing, number one, is you gotta believe in yourself. Because for anybody to believe in you, you gotta believe in you. Because no one's gonna believe in me if I don't believe in me. The only reason, you know, mic drop. See? Mic drop, it's all good. Mic drop, it's all good. See? On the journey, it's all about, you know. See, you post your first video and your mic drops, but who cares? We keep going. Right? Just a little slight adjustment right there to show you guys that it's never perfect. I'm out here by myself doing this, so of course it's going to be a challenge. You know, and I want to keep this on the video to show you that it's not going to be perfect. I just showed you. I stuttered a few times in this video. I dropped my mic a few times. I was swinging at bees a few times, but guess what? I'm still here. I'm still speaking. So as I'm even doing this, I'm facing my own adversity, but I'm not getting flustered. I'm not like, oh, I'm not gonna do this anymore because the weather's not good, or like, I'm not gonna do this because the setting isn't good. I'm not gonna do this because I dropped my mic. Who cares about all that stuff? I'm gonna do this because I know if I work on this today, I'm gonna get better. The next time I come here, my mic's gonna be on tight. The bees are gonna be gone, right? So I just wanna say I'm thankful for the people in my life. You guys know who you are. I'm thankful for all my followers and the people that are following me in this journey. And I just hope that, you know, if you're watching me, you're following me, that you grow from watching me. You grow from my guests that I bring on the show. I'm gonna say here today, this is gonna be the #1 show in the world. You know, I believe that. You guys gotta believe that. This is gonna be the #1 show in the world because it's gonna be the most educational show. People are gonna learn, people are gonna grow, people are gonna get inspired, people are gonna get motivated, people are gonna get healed. You know, so we're gonna continue to bring great guests on the show. You know, and I'm gonna start doing more videos like this so you can kind of get to know a little bit more about my personality, you know, because the more you get to know me, I believe that the more people will start watching my show, you know, because some of you guys don't know my guests, but you do know me. But I feel like the more I show me, the more you guys are gonna come, right? So I got my own gifts, I got my own talents, and I know one of my gifts is like bringing people who have a skill on a show so they can showcase what they're doing or what they've done, and then, you know, use that platform so they can, you know, help you guys. So I know I'm acting as a middle person right now to you guys, but I also have other gifts that I can showcase. You know, I'm very well spoken. You know, I got a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and I got a lot of life stuff that I've gone through myself that I can help other people. So that's why I'm doing that. You know, and I got a lot of belief. I got a lot of confidence. I believe I can make this happen. I know it's gonna happen. You know, so I believe in the power of manifestation. I believe in the power of visualization. I believe in those things. You know, I know you got to see it before it happens. I know you can manifest whatever you want in your life, but I must say about that manifestation, visualization, it requires work. A lot of work, because you can sit here all day with your eyes closed, you know, visualizing, you know, that beach house, but, you know, the next day you're sitting on the couch for 8 hours watching Netflix. How is that going to help you level up in your life? How is that going to help you get to that next level? It's not. You know, you got to be willing to make a sacrifice, you know, if you want certain things out of life. I'm not saying don't watch your Netflix, because I'd be hypocritical to say that, because I, you know, try to find once a week to turn my Netflix. But like I'm saying, once a week. It's not a daily thing. If I know I want to get to a certain level, I can't be spending my time in the club, on Netflix, watching mindless entertainment. No, I got to be intentional. I got to know, okay, at this time I'm gonna be creating content. At this time I'm gonna be reading a book, because that's gonna help me, you know, speak better. At this time I'm gonna be studying how to get more followers. You know, so I got to be very strategic and intentional with my time. And so do you guys. If you want anything out of life, you know, you got to be so intentional with your time, right? And I want to go back to the point of like watching who you surround yourself with, because who you surround yourself with is so important. You know, the people that you surround yourself, because you become like them. You become, if I'm surrounding myself with people who are taking steps to develop, taking steps to better themselves, then you're going to be doing the same thing. But if you're around people that are just drinking, partying, you know, then that's what your life's going to look like. So you got to really find a group of people that are on the same frequency as you, same vibration. And when I say frequency and vibration, I mean like you're vibrating at the same level, or you have the same frequency, because you're both going towards a goal, right? Or you're both trying to create something more from life. So, you know, you'll connect. But, you know, if you look at your friend group and, you know, all your friends are drinking, you know, maybe all the relationships are bad, or no one's really doing anything, look at yourself, and you most likely will have the same result. And if you're not happy with that result, then you might have to find a new friend group. You know, find a group of people that, you know, are trying to level up, or trying to develop, you know, that want more out of life. So that's what you got to do. And I mean, is it easy? No. I'll be the first to say that I've been on this journey for 1 year. You know, and I had times where I was like, oh, I'm wasting my time. One click here, one person watched this video. But at the end of the day, it's a process. And if you're committed to the process, and you're trying to educate yourself on a daily basis, and you want to learn and grow, eventually it's going to click. Eventually you're going to get, you know, your 1 million subscribers or whatever. Eventually you're going to get, you know, your brand deal. But if you give up, guess what? That never comes. That will never happen for you. So, you know, just go through it. Honestly, go through it. But like I said, when you go through it, make sure you have a strong core group of people, you know, that are mentally strong, that are also going through their own journey. They're not just sitting down and giving up on life and letting life, you know, take over them or run them over. They're running their life, you know. So let's be more intentional, you know, with our time, with our life, who we're spending time with, you know, who we're having conversation with. It's so important, right? Because the way I look at it, we get one life. So if I get one shot at this, you better believe that I'm going to take my best shot. If I know I have one shot, you know, and I'll use this basketball analogy because I play basketball. If the game is tied and there's 2 seconds left on the clock, I'm trying to get the best shot possible. I'm trying to shoot, to score, to win. So if I know I only got one shot, you better believe I'm gonna try to get the best shot. So same thing with life. If I know I got one shot at this, I'm gonna try and get the best out of this, the most out of my life. You know, what can I actually become if I go on this journey? You know, what can I actually become if I post content? What can I actually become if I create a YouTube channel? You know, what can I actually become if I trust in myself and I believe in myself? You know, what are the possibilities out here? Let me see if these concepts and ideas that has been thrown out, you know, the law of attraction, you are what you think about, you become like the people you surround yourself with. Let me see how real this is. I want to test that because I hear it. So let me see if it's that possible. And I believe it is possible because there's people out there that are doing it. And one thing I realized, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because this is me. I'm not doing it for the money. Money is just a byproduct of the work that I put in. The money will come. I don't have to worry about the money. The money will come. I'm in control of the money. I control the money. The money doesn't control me. I manifest the money. I bring that money into my reality. It's just a number in a bank account. That's going to control me? Come on, guys. You got to wake up. Wake up. Now's your time to wake up. See that the world is yours. And there's so many possibilities out there. Use me as a tool. Use my page. Use my channel as a tool to help you get to that next level, to inspire you to take a step, to motivate you, to help you on your journey. I love all my followers. I could continue to go on and on and on. I have so much inside of me. My throat's starting to hurt. I need a drink of water right now. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the first video that I'm actually sitting down speaking. Right? 1 year later, I'm doing this. But it's better I start today than not start at all. I have to come out of my comfort zone to come here and speak and sit in front of a camera. Nobody around me. Nobody holding my camera. Nothing. Just me looking at a camera. It's like I'm talking to myself. So I'm telling you, don't miss out on the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? There's so much opportunity out there. Enjoy life. Love the process. Fall in love with the process. And, have some fun. Eat some good food. Surround yourself with some positive people. Because this is a life to enjoy. This is a life to grab everything that you want. All right? So this is episode 1. Never thought this would come to this, but it did. I'm so happy. 1 year of interviewing other people. Finally, I started my own series. Just like Netflix, everybody's watching everybody else on Netflix. Maybe this will be on Netflix. We could get on Netflix. Netflix, if you're watching this, I'd love to be on Netflix, all right? Maybe Netflix is an opportunity that could come into my life. So instead of sitting down watching other people create, reverse the roles and you create, all right? Don't wait. I appreciate everybody that's following me. Subscribe to the channel. Click the like button below. Share my videos. Share my content. Mindset is everything. Marcel Hyde. Peace. Until the next episode.